and from there, what's our way forward. So without further ado, I have Log9 as our platinum partner for the evening. It's such a huge institution, and my colleague and our managing director, Mr. Yogesh Mudras. Warm welcome to everyone, and please take it. It's the leading professional services and consulting firm in India, offering a range of 15 Indian cities. The firm is known for their work across ecosystems and industry that helps shape vibrant population, compliance and governance, operation.
Battery show is going fantastic. We're getting to see customers interested in our solutions in order that we can solve problems that are for next generation issues that are coming.
I think so far it's been extremely good. I mean, it's more than what I had expected. So you've got good numbers of exhibitors, you have visitors, you have speakers, you have delegates. I think this show has been exceedingly overachieving the expectations.
As we have renamed ourselves from Grant Thornton India International to Grant Thornton Bharat, just to align ourselves to the reshaping of the Bharat. And we call ourselves that we are reshaping Bharat with the governments, with all the stakeholders, with the corporates who are part of our journey. So again, thanking all of you. And today I would like to speak a lot about what is the overall pattern and the transition happening in the batteries. What is the overall value chain in the batteries that is happening? Yeah, they have to be brought in India from abroad. These metals have to be brought because we can use these batteries as charging agents, providing us
some of the batteries and started to work onto them and realized the first problem with lithium-ion batteries, this is in 2017 itself. That the battery that we were importing was actually designed for a customer in the Northern America, which is designed to run a Tesla kind of a car, which is designed to work in 25 degrees Celsius, which is designed on a very stable grid energy and all of that stuff. But we were operating things at high temperatures, high charge discharge rates, and the cells were just getting...
There are multiple forms of energy storage to talk about. I think in particular in India, we also talk about a lot about pumped hydro, which is a very traditional way of storing the energy in a potential energy. I think, and also recently the Ministry of Power published this national framework for promoting BSS, which is really aspirational and inspiration as well to all the players in the industry. So when we look at this framework, it reminds me of what we have experienced and seen in other countries as well. For example, in the past 1 year, I was mostly in Europe, and that's what most people know. And secondly, I want to touch...
Saint-Gobain is generally not associated with this. They're associated with a lot of other things. So Saint-Gobain, basically, take you through, is primarily known in India mainly for the glass, which is our flagship brand, and 50% of our turnover comes from that purpose. But we have a very strong high-performance solutions business running globally, and that's what these two businesses are part of in India. And I was very happy to see the video and battery show. I'm very sure Rajneesh put a very small snippet, but there was Saint-Gobain there in the battery show there in Stuttgart. I think that is what was being covered there. So for us, battery show, first of all, I talked about the event, is not something which is new to us. To be very honest, we were expecting it to be in India at some point of time. We have been a regular participant both in Stuttgart as well as in the US. Even this event, which is following the next week, we have in US, and then it is India. So for us, it is a global event of participation, and as Rajneesh talked about, it has a pretty big following in Europe and US, and there are a large number of players who gather together, both customers and all relevant stakeholders in there. And it's a platform where there is a lot of networking that happens. I'll talk about that a little bit later in my expectation. So for us, coming to Saint-Gobain, we are basically involved in what Vineet's presentation showed. Our companies are mainly involved in the downstream and to a little bit extent in the midstream segment. Some of our companies of Saint-Gobain. I'm not going to talk about a lot of products which we already sell to the automotive because they will...
Sure. You'll be asking anything, or should I just speak about it? Yeah. Hi, I'm Yogesh Mudras, Managing Director, Informa Markets in India. Our company, Informa Markets, is bringing the battery show here, and this is the purpose of this press conference today. The battery show is a globally largest show in the battery segment and the energy storage segment. It happens in US and in Stuttgart in Germany. So this is for the first time coming to India, and it is going to be taking place from 4th, 5th to 6th of October at India Expo Mart in Greater Noida. This show is going to talk about the energy storage and all the technologies for batteries, which is one of the most fastest growing segment in this country, because as we are augmenting our power and energies, in fact there is also a need for that much storage for power, because a lot of investments are going to be in the renewable sector where the power is going to be generated, and that's the reason we have co-located this show with our 16th edition of Renewable Energy Show, which is REI. This is the largest show in Asia and the most influential show in the renewable energy space, and they are all going to be the buyers for this battery technologies. Also, we have invited a lot of automotive sectors who are actually buying battery segments and technologies and from this battery manufacturers. So this is going to be a really thrilling show to see so many battery manufacturers on the same stage. About 250 brands are expected to come at this show, and we are having overall among both the shows about 40,000 trade visitors coming to this show. So anybody who's connected with the show, do take benefit of this and come and attend this. You're going to get humongous knowledge and a lot of networking opportunities and a lot of knowledge and innovations we'll see on the floor. Sorry? I'm Yogesh Mudras.
It's really great to see battery show. Yeah, it's great to see the battery show coming back to India, and this is the first edition, so all the best to the team of the battery show. And electric mobility and the stationary energy storage are the prospect areas in India, and we can look at a huge growth in the years to come, and that's where it is very important to have industry coming together and a lot of global stakeholders joining hands with the companies in India, and that's where the shows like battery shows is going to play a key role into this area. So all the best to the entire team, and it's really great to be a part of it. Thanks a lot.